Here are some jars with the original labels still intact. Normally, when we peel off the labels by hand, the paper part might come off, but the adhesive underneath is very difficult to clean, often leaving sticky residue that looks dirty and unsightly. These adhesive residues are almost ineffective at washing with plain water, and scraping hard can easily scratch the surface of the jar, especially glass or thin plastic jars. Therefore, in today's video, I will introduce you to a few simple but very useful ways to remove labels, helping you remove them more cleanly, quickly, and without damaging the surface of your items. These methods are all easy to do, utilize familiar household materials, and anyone can apply them. Tip number 1. Removing stickers with Vaseline. In this first tip, I'll use Vaseline, a very familiar and easy to find ingredient at home, but it's quite effective at softening adhesive. I have a plastic bowl, and the bottom still has stickers that haven't been peeled off. First, I take a sufficient amount of Vaseline and apply it directly to the entire sticker at the bottom of the bowl. While applying, I spread it evenly so that the Vaseline completely covers the sticker and the adhesive underneath. Then I leave it like that and let it soak for about 3 to 5 minutes. During this time, the Vaseline will help soften the adhesive, making the sticker much easier to peel off without scraping or using strong force. When the time is up, I slowly peel the sticker off by hand. At this point, you will see that the sticker peels off quite easily without tearing into pieces like when peeling dry. For any remaining paper or glue residue, I simply wipe it gently with a paper towel to clean it. After wiping, the bottom of the bowl is clean, free of glue, the surface is not scratched, and it can be used again normally. Tip number 2. Removing stickers with a hairdryer. Here's a glass jar with a sticker that's quite stiff and firmly attached. If you peel it off by hand, the sticker will easily tear and leave a lot of adhesive residue. First, I turn on the hairdryer to a medium heat setting and direct the hot air stream onto the sticker. While drying, I move the hairdryer from bottom to top and from right to left so that the heat is evenly distributed across the sticker's surface. I dry it for a while, enough to heat and soften the adhesive underneath. After drying, I put the hairdryer aside and gently peel off the sticker by hand. At this point, you'll find the sticker comes off much more easily, without needing much force, and leaving less adhesive residue on the jar's surface. This tip is especially effective for glass jars, hard bottles, and old stickers. It's worth trying when you need to remove a sticker quickly. Tip number 3. Removing the sticker with water. I have a glass jar, and the sticker on it is quite difficult to remove dry by hand. Therefore, I will soften the sticker with water before handling it. First, I prepare a small spray bottle and spray water evenly over the entire sticker. When spraying, I spray enough water to moisten the paper and the adhesive underneath, but not too much to avoid overflowing. Then, I leave it like that for about 2 to 3 minutes. During this time, the water will help soften the paper layer of the sticker, making it easier to peel off with gentle rubbing. Once enough time has passed, I use a scouring pad and gently scrub the surface of the sticker. I scrub horizontally or in a gentle circular motion, without using much force. At this point, you can see that wherever I move, the sticker peels off, and the paper sticker separates from the jar's surface very easily. After removing all the labels, I used a paper towel to wipe the surface of the jar to clean off any remaining water and paper scraps. The result was a cleaner glass jar, free of labels and scratches. This tip works well with thin paper labels, newly applied labels, and is very convenient when you don't have Vaseline or a hairdryer available. Tip number 4. Removing stickers with menthol oil. I had a plastic cup, and the bottom still had some stickers left on it, and the adhesive was quite strong, making it difficult to remove completely by hand. First, I took out a bottle of menthol oil and put about 2 to 3 drops directly onto the remaining sticker. You don't need to use too much, just enough for the oil to soak into the paper and adhesive underneath. Then, I gently rubbed and spread the oil evenly over the surface of the sticker. While rubbing, I moved gently and quickly so that the menthol spread evenly, helping to soften and break down the adhesive. After a short while, you will see the sticker begin to peel off easily, almost as if a light rub was all it took to remove it quickly. For any remaining paper or adhesive, I just needed to rub gently a few more times until the surface was clean. At this point, the bottom of the plastic cup was clean, with no more stickers or adhesive stuck to it. This tip is especially effective with plastic items and stubborn labels, making it convenient when you need to peel off labels quickly without soaking them for a long time. Tip number 5. Removing stickers with olive oil or cooking oil. With a glass jar, many old stickers are stuck to the body, and peeling them off by hand isn't clean and looks unsightly. First, pour a small amount of olive oil or cooking oil into a bowl. Then, use a small brush to evenly spread the oil around the entire surface of the sticker. When applying, brush thoroughly so that the oil penetrates the paper and the adhesive underneath. After applying, use an old toothbrush and gently scrub around the body of the jar. Scrub evenly, without using too much force. At this point, you can see the paper sticker starting to peel off and fall down in small pieces, which are easy to handle. Continue scrubbing until all the stickers are removed. For areas with a lot of adhesive, just apply a little more oil and scrub again to clean. Finally, use a soft paper towel to wipe the surface of the jar clean to remove excess oil and any remaining paper scraps. After wiping, the glass jar will be clean, free of labels or adhesive, and ready to use again. This tip is especially suitable for old glass jars and bottles, particularly when labels have been peeled off and leave behind stubborn adhesive residue. So, with just familiar ingredients like Vaseline, a hairdryer, water, menthol balm, or cooking oil, we can quickly and cleanly remove labels without damaging the surface of our items. Depending on the type of label and material, you can choose the most suitable method. Hopefully, these tips will help you save time and reuse bottles and jars more neatly. The video ends here. If you have any comments, please leave them below. If you found the video interesting, please give me a like. Don't forget to share it with your family and friends. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for your support. Goodbye. See you in the next video.